Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News and your daily wrestling newscast for Thursday, March 6, 2025. Good morning. Filling in for Mike Sempervive, I'm Lou Kipilman. We begin today with AEW Dynamite, broadcast live last night on TBS and Max from the Memorial Auditorium in Sacramento. In the main event, Kazuchika Okada and Ricochet defeated Brody King and Swerve Strickland, when Ricochet pinned Strickland after hitting him in the face with Okada's Continental Championship belt. During a promo segment, MJF was jumped by Hangman Adam Page, leading to a brawl that stretched from outside to inside the building, with MJF attempting to light Page on fire before being stopped by security.
Don't do this, Max.
Was it lighter fluid?
Probably lighter fluid, yeah. That looks like a can of lighter fluid. And Hangman, he's just out. I mean, first it was the heat seeker. Then the dynamite. Dude, Max is he goes deep, man. This is nuts.
This is way too far. Our security is knocked out, and the other security is with Mox right now. They're completely occupied.
Max, stop. Kaz, we can smell it from here. This is lighter fluid. That's lighter fluid. And
thank goodness.
Now the referee calls.
Yeah.
Security, everybody's coming in.
It's taking almost 10 on 1, 12 on 1 here.
They have to. We had security come out earlier. MJF dropped them all. He's in a rage. Is MJF. He was about to do something criminal.
Let me prove my point.
In the opening match, Powerhouse Hobbs, Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Will Ospreay defeated Brian Keith, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, and Mark Davis in an 8-man tag team match. After the match, Ospreay was targeted in an attack by Keith, Cage, Archer, and Davis, who were joined by Kyle Fletcher.
Oh, come on.
Ospreay, we know about his history of neck issues. Collarbone, man. Wow. He might have just broke Ospreay's collarbone. The collarbone, maybe the neck. Yeah, could be the neck too, right?
And that crown of the skull, the double, it hit the chair and then the canvas. Oh, jeez.
Ospreay may have gotten the victory here tonight, but he will be anything but 100%. This Sunday in Los Angeles at Revolution.
The show also featured a contract signing between Strickland and Ricochet, during which Strickland hit Ricochet in the head with a pair of scissors. Adam Copeland defeated Wheeler Yuta, after which Yuta was confronted by an irate Jon Moxley, and Yuta walked away without him. Also on the show, Jay White scored a quick win over Max Caster, and Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford defeated Chris Statlander and Thunder Rosa. In ratings news, AEW Collision drew an average viewership of 280,000 to TBS last Saturday, running against WWE's Elimination Chamber PLE, according to WrestleNomics. That's down 33.5% from the previous week. The rating in the 18 to 49 demographic was 0.06. which is down 50% from the rating for the previous week. In more AEW news, the company has announced a new deal with Amazon Prime, which would see upcoming pay-per-view events made available on the streaming platform. The new deal is set to go into effect with Saturday's Revolution pay-per-view. And in some unfortunate news, Celso Reyes Daza, best known in the world of Lucha Libre as Ciclón Ramirez, passed away on Tuesday at the age of 64, as was first shared on his official Facebook page. Known for popularizing the lucha maneuver known as a tope, Ramirez was promoted as a kayfabe brother of Huracan Ramirez, originally making his debut in 1982 in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, under the name OVNI. Ramirez was best known for his many years in CMLL, where he once held the national welterweight title for more than 430 days. He was also a former world welterweight champion. Spending years as a masked luchador, he would lose his mask in 1993 after a match with El Felino at Arena Mexico. Ramirez was also the real-life uncle of current CMLL wrestler Shelwa. Before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.